Poland's Prime Minister Mateusz Morawiecki said on Thursday that he was moderately pessimistic about Germany giving other countries permission to re-export Leopard 2 tanks to Ukraine. Fearing winter will give Russian forces time to regroup and unleash a major attack, Ukraine is pushing for the Leopard battle tanks, which are held by an array of NATO nations, but whose transfer to Ukraine requires Germany's approval. A German government source said Berlin would lift its objection if Washington sends its own Abrams tanks. Poland and Finland have already said they would send Leopards if Germany lifts its veto. In a sign of mounting frustration, Poland suggested it may do so even if Germany tries to block it.
Well, the tank question is, in a war like it is being fought, every type of equipment is necessary. And the Russians are fighting with tanks, so the Ukrainians need tanks as well. And it was General Kavodi that said this very rightfully so. If you have a tank on the other side opposing you, you better have a tank. So I think it is in terms of matching what the enemy has, it is important for the Ukrainians, and in terms of their ambition to regain their own territory, what was taken from the Russians, a tank is an important weapon system.
A balance of all systems is needed. In the end, a tank simply comes down to conceptually a balance between firepower, mobility, and protection. And there are a variety of ways that armies over the years have sought to provide that combination, that holy trinity of capabilities. So there are a lot of things that go into this question. With the question regarding Western tanks, I think it's clearly the case that Western technology, modern Western technology, is outperforming Russian technology. However, I would point out that it's not just tank on tank, it's the whole system. It's the supplies, it's the logistics system, it's the maintenance system, it's the target finding capability, and all of that comes together. So the complex of an army is much more important than any one of its individual parts. So I hope that was helpful.
A senior NATO military commander said on Thursday that tanks were important for Ukraine to be a match for Russia, amid protracted discussions among Western allies over whether to supply German-made tanks to Kiev. I think in terms of matching what the enemy has, it is important for the Ukrainians, the head of the NATO Military Committee, Admiral Rob Bauer, told reporters after a two-day meeting in Brussels. Western allies meet at the Ramstein Air Base in Germany on Friday, with the focus on whether Berlin will allow its Leopard 2 battle tanks to be supplied to Ukraine to help drive out Russian forces. Supreme Allied Commander Europe, General Christopher Cavoli, said that Western technology was outperforming Russian technology in the war, but cautioned that tanks alone were not the solution. It's not just tank on tank, it's the whole system. It is the supplies, the logistics system, it is the maintenance system, it's the target finding capability, and all of that comes together. So the complex of an army is much more important than any one of its individual parts, he said.